Hi guys, hope you're having a good day. Welcome to my channel. I'm not long back from church and I've been going to this new church the last couple of weeks and I've enjoyed it so much. Church has been a massive journey for me, and the last maybe couple of years it's been very dissettled, and I think that's massively affected my routine because as an autistic person, routine is massively important. And all my life I've gone to church. And then the last couple of years, it's been disrupted. And I haven't quite understood how that's affected me until recently. And okay, church becomes part of my life, my routine. I know what I'm doing. I know who I'm speaking to. I know who I'm doing life with. And then when that wasn't quite set, when that wasn't quite flowing, I've been feeling really disrupted. I've been feeling really dysregulated. And it's not affected my relationship with God, but it has affected my relationship with how I perceive church. I'd also like to say that I think COVID and lockdown had a massive impact on neurodivergent people. It was a time where we weren't allowed to leave our houses, so therefore churches were shut and we didn't get to do that regular routine, and it disrupted our pattern. COVID lockdown was actually quite enjoyable for a lot of neurodivergent people. They didn't have to interact, they didn't have to do the small talk conversations with people, they didn't have to leave their house. I love that, but also when lockdown was lifted, it then became really difficult for me to go back to church when churches started opening up again. It wasn't easy. And I feel that has been a journey that has impacted my routine, my relationship with church, and my relationship with people who, you're used to seeing every week. So anyway, I've been at this new church for a little while and I'm really enjoying it and I'm really engaging with people there, and I love that God is restoring my faith in church. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just basically wanting to talk about interaction I had. So I was introduced to someone's teenage daughter, and this girl, I don't think she is neurodivergent, but she was painfully shy. And what it triggered in me was a memory of who I used to be. I used to be that girl. I used to be the girl who was so painfully shy that I stuck with my mum. I didn't want to speak to anyone. I wanted to cling on to my mum everywhere we went. She was my safe person. She was the person that I could rely on and just be invisible around. So meeting this person today brought back a lot of memories of how incredibly uncomfortable it is to be in a situation where you're forced to socialise. And it made me realise, this is the best part, okay, that's who I was and that's definitely not who I am today, even though I still feel those anxieties. I have developed the coping skills and the social skills to now be the person who I am today. And I'm really proud that I am now this person, because I would hate to still be that person because it was awful. It was like, swallow me up world, I do not want to be here. This person hates me, this person does not want to engage with me. Why am I even having this conversation? I didn't have a conversation, they basically spoke at me. As much as socialising with new people is very daunting and intimidating and scary and full of anxiety for me, I can do it. I've got scripts I can pull out, I can engage with people. We Brits like to talk about the weather, or how's your week been, or how's work. There's always subjects, not that they're interesting at all, but there's always things that I can use in a new situation with new people. And I'm kind of proud of myself. This is a win for me because I can see my growth. Yes, I've put in coping strategies in my life so that I can interact in a social level. But it's actually done me so much favours because I've gained confidence. I've been able to show my personality and engage with people and show me. And I don't want to be the bystander. I have worth. And I feel like I'm okay. So if you're neurodivergent and you understand what it's like to feel really awkward and uncomfortable in new social settings, just get out your comfort zone and do it anyway, because sometimes these skills that we pick up and coping strategies that we learn actually help us, because the world is full of social interaction and it's really hard to avoid. So just allow yourself to learn those skills. And Also, if you're not neurodivergent, if you're neurotypical, be a little bit more patient with those who come across as shy or really quiet. Get to know them, because it's going to be worth it. They have pure gold. They have worth. They are valuable. They are precious people. And they're not going to show you that unless you give them the time and love that they deserve. So yeah, it's just a little friendly reminder to anyone out there that these conversations are worth building on, because it makes people feel like they have a place in this world. And the quiet, really shy souls of this world are so important to grow. Like, we want to grow them, we want to make them feel comfortable, we want to make them feel valued and appreciated. So yeah, that girl that I met today, I want her to know how much she's loved and valued, and for her to grow up knowing that she has space within a conversation with someone else, that she's not a hindrance, she's not an inconvenience, she's not a waste of space or someone's time, that she can add something more beautiful to this world by having these interactions. Not sure if this has made any sense, but for me it's a win. I like the fact that I can look back in my life, be reminded of who I was and how incredibly uncomfortable it was, and to see the growth that I've gone through now into my adulthood. And I've learned many social skills, and it's still a learning thing. I'm still not very great at doing the whole social thing, but yeah, it's a win. I'm seeing it as a win. So thank you for listening and sharing in my joy.